So Sagittarius, this is just a head up on how the sort of the karmic mission sort of is sort of provoking you, and it's a longer term plan, and how we can recognize you on that sort of place. We talked in the weekly reading here on the right hand side about walking away, walking towards your sun, walking towards your happiness more than anything else. You might have had complications in the past, and I think it's finally within you. You might, well, that might be put to bed as in your physical realm, but it's almost within you and on your karmic path that it's being really sort of let go of, and you can just start walking towards the sun. So let's just see what that sort of, how that's influencing you. Yeah, now that's obviously, I think this is to do with a past relationship. So this may be a way, even if you're in a couple, it might be a way of you've been trying to reignite that couple in certain ways, and it hasn't really sort of come off, and it's just a case of kind of going, well, in that case, I'm just going to walk towards my happiness. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to split up from your couple, but walking towards your happiness may provoke like bumps start the relationship. It might be the fact that you've separated and stuff like that. As I say, I think it's in the past, and this sort of boomerang effect comes back through. So yeah, it's from the happiness where you want to be, these decisions that need to be made during this week of just walking towards that sunshine. That's what's coming through you, and that's what you got in you around you at the moment. So it's like a decision to actually do it. And once you do, I think you'll find a very harmonious and almost healing place in the going future, which you will just feel at ease with all past relationships. On the financial sort of side, here we have choices again. I think this has to do with the offerings that are coming into your life, which we saw into your weekly things. So karmically within you, I would observe those, and I would take time to look at each offer that's coming through in your life at the moment. Simply because you need to sort of react to it quite quickly at the moment. And I would make sure that it sits right for you, and it drives you towards that happy sort of thing. Yeah, there's playing smart, and tower, is it? Well, tower is basically, doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. The tower is also a way of getting rid of old belief systems. So, the evolving climate that is around us within the business world or within the workspace means that maybe it's a question of readjusting and how you do things in the future. But if you play smart, and with the offerings that are coming in, concentrating on one thing may mean that you're going to have to let go of something on the other side. How does this all sort of direct you? Well, that came out in your reading as well, quite amazingly. It's going to focus you, almost be obsessed by your karmic path, your raison d'etre, or your connection to everything. I think is going to be more and more important to you as it goes through, and it is leading with your heart. So it's on the relationship side. It's only you who can decide to walk towards that sun. That's what that lady in the Eight of Cups is doing. She is walking towards her happiness, and only you can decide it. On your financial side, decisions need to be made, concentration on certain things, and playing smart is really important on the zeitgeist, or the pulse of the life that is around you. That's going to clear a lot of things out, and it's going to help you sort of just make the right choice very quickly, but it's also in line with what you should be karmically doing on this planet. In the meantime, Sagittarius, you can support this channel in many different ways. Subscribing, obviously, and clicking that bell would be really lovely. But also you can sort of buy us a cup of coffee. That would be beautiful as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.